Welcome to the Epic Handshake podcast, the podcast about epic people that deserve an epic handshake. You can find this podcast on Instagram at the Epic Handshake Pod, and then myself, the host, Adon Banda, at AZ Gear Guy on Instagram as well. Be sure to check out this podcast on all platforms that podcasts can be found: Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much anywhere on the web. And then also don't forget the video portion that can be found on YouTube, which is definitely a new venture for me. So check it out. Today we have two of my oldest friends, Sam and Matan. Sam and Matan are great hosts of a podcast called Lost in Blockbuster. Well, they're okay hosts for the most part. They definitely have a very established following, I think. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves really quick? Like, who are you? Explain your podcast a little bit?
All right. So I'm Sam. I love tomatoes. I hate John Cusack, hate Edward Norton. Let's see what else.
These are all lies. I am Sam. Not the Sean Penn movie. I am just Sam. Yeah. I hate tomatoes. I love John Cusack. I love Edward Norton. This is Matan. He doesn't eat carrots.
I love carrots.
And
yeah, you love carrots.
Yeah, see? Don knows.
He drinks milk with his wings, apparently.
So I went to ATL Wings, got some spicy wings.
Oh, yeah.
My lips were tingling. And so I have a glass of milk. And this guy thinks it's the most insane thing for anybody to just drink milk in general.
In the 30s.
Wait, you don't drink milk at all?
That's what I said.
No,
he doesn't drink milk.
Hate milk.
I think I knew that about you, but still.
I mean, that's why he has weak bones.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, probably. Like, I mean, you can only get so big, right? I mean, you've only grown so much since like the 6th grade.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely stopped growing in the 6th grade.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know.
We have a movie podcast together, Lost in Blockbuster. We talk about the movies from our childhood that we grew up with. It's primarily like 90s movies, but every 10 episodes or so, we do a movie that we weren't supposed to see that we saw as kids. Some highlights: Scream, Goodfellas,
Reservoir
Dogs.
Heat,
Jaws.
Jaws.
So we definitely saw a bunch of movies. We love to talk about them, but we love to just talk crap about each other. And
that is half the podcast.
That's half a podcast anyway, just talking crap about everybody and anything.
Yeah, we've said some borderline domestic terrorism-esque things. I think we have our own. Well, it wasn't us. It was another Sam.
I think Sam is probably on the CIA, FBI watch list, as well as like the ATF watch list as well.
Yeah,
so
I think we have our own drone at this point. So
I mean, goals.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just one more follower, right?
I'm just trying to be the new Jason Bourne over here.
Yeah, right.
Give me a movie franchise.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, cool. So you guys do that. You've been doing that podcast for probably like 2 years now, right?
3 years, I think. Yeah, I think 3.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, just on Spotify. And I think you uploaded your first episode, well, officially to Spotify, because it took a little bit, right?
Oh yeah. So it would be 3 because originally we were on SoundCloud.
Did that for like 6-9 months, something
like that. Yeah, I think we got like maybe 20 episodes up there.
Yeah.
And we were told about another hosting site from another person who does podcasts. So we tried it out. Spreaker. They're good. Got us up on, everything.
All the platforms.
Yeah, Spotify, iHeartRadio. The Spreaker app, I guess, is something that's used like overseas, I guess, because we get a bunch of.
Oh yeah, we're big in Asia.
Seriously?
As big as you can get in Asia, I guess.
We're like Fast and Furious size, big in Asia.
Like Tokyo Drift size,
yes.
Kind of the well-known, not very well-known.
Yeah, we just need to catch off in the States. That way we can get that Spotify, Amazon money.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
Always looking for sponsors. He's trying to get Donald Trump money. He sells MAGA hats on the side.
Trump bucks and Biden bucks now.
Yeah.
I only accept Bitcoins though.
Yeah, I have AOC.
Dogecoin.
Yeah, AOC coin.
That's cool. So yeah, so on Spotify it looks like it uploaded January 2019. You guys did some on what was it? SoundCloud, you said? Yeah, SoundCloud. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think I've been listening. I think I was listening when I moved out to New York, Central New York. That's when I started listening. And seriously, you guys have done everything from Dennis the Menace, Stuart Little, let's see, Ernest movies, Big Fat Liar. But let me back up a little bit. So for those listening, I want you guys to tell the listeners, how do we know each other? When did we meet? I mean, I could go into that, but what I want to hear your guys' perspective.
Yeah, I can, because we met first.
Mm-hmm.
So it was prison in 90, 95, 96.
94
battery,
actually.
Yeah, and reckless endangerment with a vehicle.
Might as well have been.
What's it called? That's on you. The gold dragon when we were on our way to Warped Tour, and
the gold beast, dude, freaking caught fire.
Yeah. So
yeah.
What's it called? We've known each other since high school, freshman year, orchestra, and then because we both played bass. You came from KMS.
Middle school.
I came from Fees, Hard Knock Life, and then
definitely Hard Knock Life.
Yeah, and then
Woof.
You met Sam.
I think
yeah.
So when he was a sophomore, that's when we really started talking.
Sam's a year below us, so
yeah. You're younger. I met you probably like your sophomore year, right?
Yeah, it would have been my sophomore year.
Yeah, because I saw you around with your long girlish hair and freshman year, right?
And his quiet demeanor, and always seemed like a really nice guy, but seemed like he was hiding a secret. And he kept a list of names that he like kept adding to every time someone would make him super upset. And then
you were number one on this list.
He kept muttering to himself in classes like, "I'm going to do it."
And then sometimes to let out his rage, he would go into dressing rooms and try on things that maybe the regular him wouldn't wear.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just for this is like a side tangent. There was one time, I think you remember this, I tweeted that you looked like a school shooter, and the Concealed Carry of America, like Concealed Carry of America Association favorited the tweet. And I was like, I don't feel good about this anymore. The wrong people liked it.
He's on a list.
Yeah, so I deleted that.
That was what first started our list by the FBI Watch.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, dude.
But I've known Sam.
Well, we knew each other in 8th grade. We had PE together. Well, I was in 8th. No, I was in 7th. You were in 8th, but we didn't talk really. We made fun of the same mutual kid,
AJ.
And then I broke my arm, so I was out of PE commission for a couple months.
Yeah.
Capture the flag. It's a rough game.
Again, weak bones because he doesn't drink milk.
See, that doesn't happen to normal people.
That's 100% true.
That does not happen to people that have strong genes. That should not end. Okay.
Listen, I can just run through a wall right now, and it's because of milk.
Yeah. It's only because of milk. Only.
A quick wall. There'll be a person-sized hole because of milk.
Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Why haven't we done that movie?
I don't know.
Which one?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, that's a good one. I just watched that one yesterday, so you should do that one. I'm surprised you haven't. There's actually a lot of movies. You've done a lot, but there's a lot that I'm surprised you have not done yet.
There's some that we're holding off because we are waiting for certain guests and whatnot. But then there are some that we just have not gotten to. It's a long list.
Or there's some that aren't streaming.
Yeah, that's another.
And the DVD is like $60 to buy.
Yeah, there are some movies that you're just not available. Doesn't matter.
Bushwhack.
Yeah, surprisingly, Bushwhacked is a really hard movie to find.
Oh, it is.
Did Treasure Island, or no, Magic Island, excuse me.
Treasure.
And the one with Zachary Ty Bryant.
Yeah.
We had to do a VHS rip on YouTube, like a pirated copy on
That's
YouTube.
how I've watched it recently.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
yep, I watched it on YouTube. I think that's
I did
probably where you find most of those like really obscure, no name. Well, to me, they're not no names,
It's
but
Zachary Ty Bryant. Everybody knows that.
I know. But like you talk to like every other person our age, and they're like, "Wait, which one? I don't know what you're talking about." I don't know. Is there? So you can see the metrics on your podcasts everywhere, right? So where, which is the most popular episode by to date?
Oh, George of the Jungle's up there. I think Honey I Shrunk the Kids, but I think that's just because it's first. But then like Mrs. Doubtfire was big, Hook was big. One that's like not as big, but surprisingly did better was like Slappy and the Stinkers, which I thought only I would would only be me listening. Because that was kind of a cult one. The Robin Williams ones are big. Same with the Rick Moranis ones.
That's because you keep listening over. And
It
over.
is. It's just me. The Home Alone one was huge.
The first one?
Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of your first ones on SoundCloud got a lot of listens, streams, whatever you call it. Like what was it? Sandlot got a lot. It seemed. I don't know. Did you guys actually like ever look at the comments on SoundCloud? Because I made a lot of comments. I don't know if you ever saw.
Yeah, we saw your comments.
Lately, we're getting a lot of comments on our Instagram.
Yeah, we
so we've taken some hard stances against
Michael Jackson.
And apparently there are stern Michael Jackson defenders out there who are attacking our so
the last one was like a 12-year-old girl too, and I was like, you weren't even alive for Michael Jackson.
Look at these posts here.
Yeah, also so if you look at our Gene Wilder post.
Yeah.
Oh geez.
Yeah, again, a man only done magic. Like
only inspired the hearts of young children.
Yeah, just a treasure of a person. Like someone randomly commented, like the man died without another like.
He says another dead man who rejected Christ.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
And then what did you say? Yeah,
it,
he was a
it
wise
wasn't
man.
kind. The response.
Yeah, no.
I definitely asked for them to come back and target us,
Mm-hmm.
but leave dead Gene Wilder alone.
That's
yeah, no, we'll take all the heat. Yeah, we'll start any feud with anybody.
Yeah, we'll start beefs.
But yeah, just
who's
Might
going
as
after
well.
next? Spacey, Cosby.
Your favorites.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna see that Kevin Spacey movie.
I'm sure you are.
Actually, is that something you're going to talk about? Like, have you talked about that, or will talk about the Bill Cosby thing going on right now? I mean, I know you guys have mentioned it before,
Sam,
but
show him your free Bill Cosby shirt.
Oh my god, I don't have one, but that would be ironic to wear.
yeah, it's right next to your free Jeffrey
Buy it,
Epstein
I'll wear
shirt.
it.
Show the shirt that says "We did it" and it has
We
Bill
did
Cosby's
it.
face.
And he's got like the hand up.
Yeah. No, show me your shirt.
We haven't recorded since he got out, so we will talk about it. I remember when the Me Too stuff first hit, we would cover it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because every other week there's someone else being outed.
Yeah, there's someone else being outed and being canceled.
Probably.
But
yeah. Free Bill Cosby. You have a free Jeffrey Epstein shirt. You have probably, right?
Yeah, well, mine says Epstein took the easy way out, but what's it called? Yeah, fellow Jew. That's another thing. I don't know if we did bring it up at any point. Both of us are Jewish.
Most of our guests are also Jewish, which is definitely a coincidence.
Yeah. So
is it though? I mean,
yeah, a lot of Jews.
It's cool.
In one area.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone was going to strike, but what's called? It's been a good run. We just did a couple episodes that have yet to go up. We did Star Kid. With the
good one.
Yeah, so he knows it.
Yeah.
The kid from Jurassic Park. So we just did Willy Wonka for episode 80, and then it's a classic. We have I wouldn't say our favorite guest, but just our returning guest, Sam Miller.
I love it when he's on.
Yeah, it's a good dynamic. The three of us. I'd say our most popular episode with the three of us would definitely be the Die Hard episode.
Oh
Yeah, that's right.
That one
got plastered on accident.
So that was, well, it wasn't on accident.
Didn't you have whiskey or something like that?
Yeah, we
a
had
full
like
bottle.
Yeah, full bottle of like cinnamon whiskey. That like, but like had like a like cassia bark in it, and like it was really good. But yeah, I think we played a drinking game during it, and just you know,
that one was
just
one of
went
my
to town.
favorite episodes.
Yeah.
That one, the Hocus Pocus one, where you have like 3 Sams and Matan.
Oh yeah, that was a very Jewish podcast.
Very
episode.
Jewish. Well, and Bette Midler movies.
Yeah, I think my favorite out of all of them was Harriet the Spy. I don't know why. I think it's because I really love that movie.
Is a fantastic
It was a
movie.
good one.
Like,
We were just talking about that.
yeah, no, love Harriet the Spy.
And I just love your commentary on Rosie O'Donnell.
His commentary?
I mean, I'm team. You were anti.
I don't think I was anti Rosie O'Donnell. But
I'm not. I mean, you weren't pro Rosie O'Donnell either,
Yeah.
but
It's not like my who did I get super angry at you for referencing? It was from Save the Last Dance. What's her name?
Oh my god, Alison Pill? No,
No,
was
not
that
Alison
it?
Pill. No.
Julia Stiles.
Julia
Julia
Stiles.
Stiles.
That's who it was.
You
Yeah,
were so mad.
you were talking about. I can't remember what we were talking about. Anyway,
Oh, Clifford, the best Charles Grodin, one of
Yeah.
the best Charles Grodin movies of
So-
all time.
So Charles Grodin recently
Uh-huh.
passed away, and Sam over here thought it'd be a good idea to watch the movie Clifford, not the Big Red Dog, but with the little small man, Martin Short.
see, that's what I thought you guys were watching. I was like, "What, Clifford? Like, isn't that on PBS?"
It would have been better. It
Yeah,
would have been
would've.
so much better.
I mean, it was a good show, but
Yeah, no,
neither
like
nor
the
there.
episode was a lot of fun, but the movie,
It's still not the worst movie we've done. We did
Mm-mm.
Ed, where Matt
no,
LeBlanc
Clifford is worse. For me
No.
personally, Clifford is my hell. Like
worse than Ocean's 8.
So Ocean's 8 like tried to be something else and they failed at it.
They were just
Miserably.
stealing the brand name.
Yeah, it like don't get me
They-
started on Ocean's 8.
Yeah,
It's so long.
they were just trying to rebrand. Same with the Ghostbuster, the women's Ghostbuster, the female
Oh, yeah.
Ghostbuster.
Well, the thing is, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna talk about it. You brought it up.
Okay,
I'm talking-
yeah,
like,
no, let's talk about it. Yeah,
Ocean's 8, yeah, like had they just made the exact same movie and called it anything else, it wouldn't have been. Oh, and also not have it be the sister of Danny Ocean, just random women
Yeah.
all come together. It would have been kind of fun. I mean, it was like still it wasn't great as far as heist movies go, but by calling it Ocean's 8, and then it's just the laziest movie ever made.
plot
But, like,
holes
Clifford-
everywhere.
Clifford, they tried.
It's for a niche audience.
It's not for anybody, and it should be like when we say Clifford, you should think only the Big Red Dog. Like this movie
Mhm.
should be like removed from existence. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Minded, like gone. Like we shouldn't have released our episode. Like we need to bury this. It's like an Egyptian curse. We need to put it to rest, and no one ever needs to watch the movie Clifford
Well, we're only doing 20 more of this series.
Yeah.
So we gotta be a little bit more picky of the next 20, I feel like.
Yeah, so
Right.
there's some heavy hitters that we've been saving, so
Okay.
that are going to be coming out soon.
So obviously you're going to try to keep going, but do you think you'll get to a point where you'll run out of movies from your childhood?
So again, we came up with a list about 100 movies or so, and we are again fast approaching that list, and that will be the end of our first series. Then I guess the second series of our podcast is going to be where we just talk about Disney Channel original movies from
98 to
Like
well, basically
2005.
we started with Susie Q.
Oh,
and
good
then
one.
ending at High School Musical. Because
Okay.
that's like the cutoff for us. And I never seen High School Musical,
same.
but I think that's like the good cutoff of where for our age group, like the movies, just weren't for us anymore. And then of course we had our
Bubble Boys.
our Lost in Blockbuster presents Bubble Boys, a Jake
Gyllenhaal
Gyllenhaal deep dive podcast.
Yep.
For our quarantine when we were all locked up. So we just did the movies of Jake Gyllenhaal. And if we get a second quarantine or it's just too hot to go outside, we are thinking about doing our Bradley Cooper podcast, All Cooped Up. Just another podcast within a podcast.
Okay.
Talk about his works, wide body of work, wide body of a man. But yeah, so I think that's what we got planned for the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So multiple podcasts. That's cool. I didn't think I thought you guys would keep the same brand, because I mean Lost in Blockbuster is definitely cool. So, but I mean movies from your childhood also cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Got to keep the theme.
So yeah, we're gonna keep the name and then just kind of do like a season 2 almost, or like a spinoff
series series 2.
Yeah.
Just different eras of the podcast.
Okay.
Like
I like
the
that.
one we're in Law and Order right now, so the next one will be like SVU, and then we'll get Criminal Intent, Trial by Jury. Matan is a big Law and Order fan.
Trying to like frown hard. in
Team
video, 'cause I just-
Benson over here.
I just don't care.
Well, you don't have good taste in TV shows.
Yeah,
No, all my
actually,
TV
that's a good
shows-
question. Do you think you guys will do like a TV show podcast? Because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, because you guys have seen a lot of TV shows. I mean, I remember when we were roommates, you had some TV shows, right? I mean, is that even something interesting?
I mean, like I'll talk about anything at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll
Yeah.
podcast about whatever, and it
Same.
helps when it's something that you're passionate
But I
about.
don't think we have too many TV shows in common.
Yeah, because all of yours get canceled after one season.
Well, yours are all trash.
Mine are all Emmy nominated.
Like we have like some are like we both like, but one of us will fall off. Like you fell off on The Shield back in the day,
Mhm.
and It's Always Sunny.
That's not true. 5 through 7.
I mean, okay.
That's
Okay.
the only good seasons of The Shield.
So,
You never saw the first. You can't say that. Get out.
You
so
don't need-
okay, my question for you though is, if you were stuck in a place where you could only watch one movie, one TV show for the rest of your life over and over again, what would those be and why?
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the first one. Well, we can go movie, TV show. But Adon, I'm gonna give you the guess of what that movie is for me. You should know. Everybody knows. My number one movie.
Good Burger.
There we go. That's why we're friends.
Got it.
I mean, your enemies know that about you. So,
I doubt. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is my number one movie of all time.
Mhm.
The reason why, I mean, flawless comedy, but also
Beautiful.
just I remember as a kid having the orange VHS, and
Mhm. Same with Harriet the Spy. That one was
Harriet
one
the
as well.
Spy,
Which
Rugrats.
I think Harriet the
Rugrats.
Spy was the
Rugrats
OG.
Passover.
Was
Yep.
the OG
I think Harriet the Spy was the original
Orange VHS.
But we what's called, me and my neighbors at the time, we would always like have sleepovers and stuff, and that was always the movie we watched
Mhm.
was Good Burger. And so just years and years of just watching that movie and over, and anyone who's watched it with me knows I know every
single line.
the
Mhm.
every like audio blip, every song.
I think we did that on a trip once.
And
like to
and all the
California.
cameos too. Like I didn't ever catch the cameos until I actually watched it with you.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I mean, chock a block full of people that we all know and love. Shaquille
Mhm.
O'Neal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Carmen Electra.
Mm-hmm.
It's so 90s right now.
Sinbad.
Just saying.
Yeah,
it.
it's just
Sinbad.
like it's peak 90s. It is my childhood. It's every like
Mhm.
all the stars, because obviously you got Keenan and Kel, all that, and it just
And then a
It's
bunch of the
got
cast of
everything.
all that in there.
Mhm.
And then what's his name? The creator of all that. The one
Dan
that like
Schneider.
Yeah,
Feet
Dan
fetish,
Schneider. yeah.
He
Dan-
recently came out as not a foot fetishist.
Ooh, and then like
Made a declaration that
Amanda
he is not into
Bynes has like been, like that long thing of her accusing him of like abusing her.
Mhm.
Oof, heavy. So Dan Schneider. Hashtag not a sponsor.
Sam will still take his money though. If he
mean,
sends us any money, we'll take it. He'll take
listen.
it. I'll, not me.
You,
but-
not you. Oh, I'll
Not
take the
us.
money.
yeah, for sure.
You take it, man. It's all yours.
Yeah, money's money. And so, let's see. Yeah, so your number one movie.
Number one movie. Yeah, go.
Probably Stand By Me.
Okay.
It's got comedy. It's got drama. It's got a little bit of action. It's got Cusack. It's got Richard Dreyfuss. You can't have more. What about TV show?
TV show. One that you will be able to watch forever. So think about that. You can only watch that one.
I mean, it's easy for me. Again, it's The Office. I mean, everyone's go-to, it's for me the greatest show that's ever been on television, ever will be on television, at least comedy, like sitcom. And I have so many personal memories tied to it. Like, obviously there was a couple times where we'd go over to our friend Kenny's house, and for big ones, like I remember the wedding one, we had cake and we had like champagne or sparkling cider because we're in high school. Just any number of just different, it's never bad, multiple viewings, especially now with the there's all these like Office deep dive podcasts with the cast and stuff like that, like Brian Baumgartner's one. You have Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey. You got theirs, the Office ladies, and so it's so rewatchable, and it's one of those like I can put it on in the background and be doing anything else, but I'll still like catch myself quoting it or I've heard these jokes a million times. I'll laugh every time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And it never gets old. And even though like you have Steve Carell leaving in the later seasons, 8, 9, there are still elements of that show that just
that season with James Spader right after, I think it's really great.
It is really good.
So
especially when they go to Florida, obviously.
So I did not like I didn't like James Spader in I didn't like the character. However, have you seen the show Blacklist?
Yes.
If you think that him in The Office is Raymond Reddington, and that's one of his covers is Robert California, it makes the season so much more enjoyable because it's just like, oh, this is just one of Raymond Reddington's.
Dude, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's a fun little thing I like to do when I do the rewatch.
Okay.
But currently
Office.
It is only streaming on Peacock, which I've seen it enough and I'm good for now, but I will only get Peacock once they release the MacGruber TV show, the one we've all been waiting for. So that will be the number one TV show.
Okay, yeah. Number one TV, MacGruber. Okay, Sam.
I would say probably The Sopranos, because I at least go back once a year and watch like certain episodes or certain seasons. And I'm super stoked on the Sopranos movie.
The Kings, no.
The Saints of
Newark. How many seasons did The Sopranos have?
They had like 7, but I think like the 7th one they split it in like 2 parts.
But they were long, weren't they?
They were. Those are like 58 minutes episodes. Like they didn't do commercials.
And 10 episodes a season?
Yeah, like I think 10 to 12.
Yeah, I think 10 to 12 depending on the season. And it's not as actiony, I feel like, as people think. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but like a lot of the best shows are just dialogue heavy, like Mad Men won a million Emmys.
Succession.
Breaking Bad, like when you look at Breaking Bad, like there's a lot of big action pieces.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a season finale or like a little section of the season. But yeah, like most of Breaking Bad is just Walter and Jesse just
hanging out, making
fighting or hanging out, cooking, whatever. Yeah, actually, that would probably be mine. My TV show would be Breaking Bad, just because even though it's super depressing in a lot of the first through fifth seasons,
masterfully done.
Yeah,
it is masterfully done. And then what was the short?
Metastasis.
Yeah.
The Colombian shot for shot remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah, I remember that.
Vince Gilligan
Uh-huh.
supervised on. But yeah, you got your Walter Blanco, you got Saul Bueno. There was a couple other really good ones, but yeah, it's if anybody is interested, check out. If you love Breaking Bad, watch Metastasis. I think it might still be on Netflix.
I think it was on Hulu.
I think it was on Netflix for sure, but
It's somewhere.
it's somewhere. Just I mean, maybe you can find some of it on YouTube.
I think so. Probably.
It's
Yeah.
a hoot.
Yeah.
It's a real hoot.
Get the DVD box.
Yeah.
DVD box set.
So yeah.
Dude, I haven't bought a DVD since like 2017.
Same.
I recently did you watch the movie Nobody with Bob Odenkirk?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
phenomenal movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean the writer of John Wick. So the apparel company Violent Gentleman, one of my favorite.
Hockey.
It's just all my
brand,
clothes
right?
now. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm wearing another Violent Gentleman
Love
shirt.
that. Love that brand.
But they had a promotion where it's like if you spend $30, you'll get a copy of Nobody for free on Blu-ray. So I bought a shirt and got a copy of Nobody on Blu-ray for free. So
Christopher Lloyd's best performance since Dennis the Menace.
Absolutely, Christopher Lloyd's best performance.
God, if they just did a spinoff with him, I'd be down.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows how much longer he has?
Yeah, they need
on this earth.
to film it like tomorrow.
Actually,
Yeah,
I need to watch Nobody again. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah,
I think that's definitely top for one of my favorite movies to come out this year.
But I mean, the list is limited.
Mhm.
So,
Yep. Okay. Another random question. I think that could spark a little bit of thought here. So I like to ask this because it's funny and I don't know, but so what would your ideal fast food order be? And you can order everything from different restaurants. What would that look like?
all right, cheesy gordita crunch.
Okay.
I mean, that's just
Like even your drink can be from somewhere else too.
Mr. Pibb.
Okay. Doesn't matter where.
Mr. Pibb, CGC. God, what else? I mean, pretty much a lot of it's going to be from Taco Bell, but it's
Whatever.
items that were no longer available. So the spicy chicken Crunchwrap Supreme,
Mm-hmm.
the chicken enchilada grilled stuffed burrito. I'll take both of those. Obviously, a CGC. Probably a slice of Prince Street Pizza.
Ooh.
The spicy sprig, the one with the little curly pepperonis in that.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, gotta Lucha Libres. You know, gotta have their carne asada burrito, California.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be it for me.
What's your drink?
Mr. Pibb.
Oh, okay,
I'm
sorry.
just chugging Pibb.
Just
you know?
chugging Pibb. Pibb from where though? Who has the best flow?
Yeah. I mean, some of them are crispier
Yeah,
than
I was-
others.
Because I've been thinking that in my head. I'm like,
it does matter where it's like kind of like how McDonald's, like they're famous for like their
Their
soda
Sprite.
machines and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd say Chipotle
Ooh,
like has killer Pibb, surprisingly.
they do.
Okay.
You're right. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. I always
Yeah.
get Mr. Pibb there. Okay, Sam.
okay, mine would be Burger King for the burger.
What would you get? What burger?
Oh, Whopper.
Okay. Just a regular
Never.
Impossible Whopper,
Hey,
probably.
You've never been to Burger King?
You
I've
won't
never-
go. You
I've
won't
never
go. I
seen you go to
suggest.
Burger King.
Well, I try to be healthy now, but
You
can I
you've never-
continue?
you know,
Can I
because
continue?
this is a fallacy. You're lying right now. You've never
I
been to Burger
take
King.
me to Burger King right after this. I will eat
Yeah, you'll prove a
Whopper.
point. But you won't. But that'll be
I
the
won't
first
enjoy
Whopper
it.
you've ever had.
It's not. They know me by name there.
Chicken fries is what you get.
I get. Well, I do both.
It's good. Good option. Chicken fries.
So-
We all love
can
chicken
I
fries.
finish?
No.
So Burger King burger, the Whopper, chicken fries, McDonald's French fries, McDonald's Coke, Jack in the Box tacos, and curly fries.
Okay.
I think
Curly
that'd be-
fries from where?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the
is
Box.
the
Okay,
best
sorry.
Fast food curly fries,
Yeah.
and then some Baskin Robbins ice cream.
Nice. Baskin Robbins ice cream. Dude, I don't even know what I would get. I'd probably do like Five Guys, like just a double bacon cheeseburger,
Mhm.
maybe just a, I don't know, some curly fries actually from Jack in the Box as well. And then as far as the drink, I would probably do I'd probably do Mr. Pibb as well, because freaking Pibb is definitely better than Dr. Pepper. What are you gonna say?
I don't know if this substitutes Mr. Pibb, but like this would be like a side drink.
Uh-huh.
Would be
Your chaser.
yeah,
The chaser.
would be a splash berry from IHOP.
Ooh.
However,
Oh.
it's got to be made the right way. It can't be mixed. It's got to be layered. But that's
Ooh. Add on some like mozzarella sticks. Because as far as fast food mozzarella sticks go, Sonic had pretty good ones.
I don't like Sonic's.
No, I don't either.
Because they're hit or miss. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they've been sitting there for a
Dude,
while. and the
lately
cheese-
when I've gone to Sonic though, like it's literally been just for freaking ice cream. It's been like a 30-minute wait. I don't know if that's the same.
I mean, no,
back in-
it's kind of dead here.
I don't know. People up here love their sweets.
It's like a 30-minute wait here for Cane's.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. They just opened one up here in Salt Lake.
And I'm sure it's the biggest deal in the world. Like,
Dude.
People lose their
I
minds.
love Cane's, but I don't love it. Like,
There's
I'm not going to wait in line.
No,
that long.
hell no,
Same with
no.
In-N-Out. Like,
Dude, we literally got in line in the car. Like the line for the drive-through was 2 miles down the road in the
see,
median.
that was when White Castle
Oh
opened
yeah,
here.
that was a big
Oh
deal.
That was
yeah,
for-
I forgot there's a White Castle there.
There is a
now.
White Castle
Mhm.
here. So when you're here, it's our treat. We'll buy you one burger.
One slider.
One slider. Okay.
I mean,
Deal.
we're podcasters. We're not breaking in the bank right now. So.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. So sliders. What else is new there? There's a few other restaurants that opened up recently in Tempe, right? I mean, you guys got Crumble.
Yeah, we have
Crumble is
Crumble.
popping up everywhere.
Yeah,
there's so
actually,
many.
funny enough, I
it's
took
really
two
crossfire.
business courses with the guy and the owner and his cousin that started the business.
Nice.
Yeah, and so they started it here in Logan, Utah, where I went to school, and then they decided to franchise it out, and then people have been popping them up everywhere, dude. There's like over, I don't know, I'm misquote me, but over 100 restaurants now, or 100 shops.
No, I believe it. Like
It's
just
insane.
in this last year alone, which is insane to open it up during COVID, they've popped up and just like
Yep.
I don't know, there's probably like from what I've been around and seen like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
which to do
Mm-hmm.
in a year is wild.
And people use them a lot for catering, I've noticed.
They do, yeah, like weddings and
Mhm.
Yeah,
bar mitzvahs.
that's been a big one. What else have we got? I feel like we got another big chain that's starting to like, I mean, ATL Wings has kind of blown up
Yeah,
here, which I'm a big fan of.
Pizza, our new pizza place. Artichoke.
Oh, well, that's so
And it's popping.
is it like a franchise or is it?
no, okay. So it's Artichoke Pizza is a pizza place that's in New York City. It's around the corner
Oh.
from the Comedy Cellar, and they opened a branch here in Tempe on Baseline and Rural
Mhm.
by the Alamo Draft House,
Yep.
and just incredible pizza. That's not the only like a lot of places are doing one. Like if they have one location on the East Coast, for some reason Arizona's the place that they open, because there's Lou Malnati's from
Mhm.
Chicago. The only other location they just opened like a few years ago is in Scottsdale. Shake Shack.
Oh,
Right.
Shake Shack,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're starting to get a bunch of Shake Shacks.
Yeah,
Not a
and
bunch, but,
the
like,
main
they're
one is in
popping up.
like Scottsdale, isn't it? Like the Scottsdale Mall. Yeah, that's
Scottsdale
right.
Mall is, I think, the first one, and there's like one in the
Mhm.
Kierlands. There's one somewhere like Arcadia, I think. But yeah, those are starting to like pop up, which is nice. Steak and Shake.
Oh yeah,
Oh wait,
Yeah, it's gone. Steak and Shake's gone.
I was like,
It
yeah,
survived
because the
COVID.
last wasn't there one on Mill Avenue?
there
Yeah,
was one on
just
Mill
the
Avenue,
one.
and then it closed down.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
bummed. Me and all the other Midwesterners. I think that's where it originated.
Yeah, I believe it's a Midwest chain.
Yeah, I think it did too.
Yeah, so Arizona's a bunch of companies are moving here. Huge boom. A lot of Californians. It's super expensive out there, so there's a big migration.
Yeah, people from
east.
Washington and Oregon too, even.
Yeah, here and
Which is weird because I don't feel like here's all that cheap. But
because it's getting really expensive. But here in I just read Austin, Texas is like booming, and it's
exploding.
like a problem.
Actually, surprisingly here too.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, like I'd say a 2,100 square feet, 3-bedroom home, easily $450,000-$500,000.
I believe it.
It's
Fully
insane.
believe it, yeah.
Like, because people love the mountains here, dude. It's the same in Arizona. You get nice weather. You endure the summer, and then wintertime.
Yeah, like it's
beautiful time
for sure. And so it's Arizona's definitely over our lifetime. As I mean, just even the last 10 years has just
crazy
changed
a lot. Yeah,
so much.
Sam, you recently bought a house, didn't you? Like a couple of years ago.
Yep, bought a condo right by MCC.
Nice.
Mesa Community College.
Now we know where you live.
I know. People can find me.
His address is
Wait, what's his Twitter account again?
Oh yeah, at Sam Smith 9110.
Is it? I don't even know.
It should be
Sam Smith 9110.
Yeah. So send all of your Twitter hate and dick pics and send money too.
Thank you.
Can you send money through Twitter now?
Yeah, no. What's your Venmo? Just drop them your Venmo. I'll put that in the description.
Probably Sam Smith 9110. I would assume.
Oh God, I hope
9110.
Somebody else has that, and then they just get a bunch of free money.
Yeah. So aside from the podcast, what do you guys do now? I mean, I know you got a job out of college, right, Sam? And then Matan, you recently changed jobs, right? I don't know.
It's been a minute since we've caught up, so there's definitely updates on both our ends. Sam, you go first.
Oh, I recycle jobs like every 2 years, but all in the social work field.
Yeah, same field, and
because my skill sets are very limited to just that until this podcast takes off.
Yeah, right. And then for me, I work for a telecommunications company in their billing department for businesses. Work from home, so still living the quarantine life, I guess. But I got it like after quarantine ended.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been real good. But in our spare time, we record each other talking about movies.
We watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go to concerts.
Yeah. So, I mean, you knew.
Oh yeah.
What we did was go to shows, and
all the time.
Obviously, that's a big.
I still do every now and again. I mean, are there notable shows that are coming up that
absolutely
The Bled?
The Bled is coming back, baby. So it's been what, 7 years, 8 years?
I think it's been like 10.
Oh God, who knows? But I've been hoping for it every single day, and we're getting it. They're back. I mean, I've got a bunch. You've got less. Between the Buried and Me, I got Mom Jeans. That one sold out. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that one sold out here too.
Yeah, it's sold out everywhere. Because I don't know if you've checked out one of the bands. Well, there's a couple bands on that thing. Pool Kids, my boss actually turned me on to them, and they're really good. And then Origami Angel, if you have not checked out Origami Angel, I highly recommend them. And they're on that show. I got Tiny Moving Parts coming up. The Acacia Strain is doing
the Pure Noise tour, maybe.
Which one's that?
That's the Real Friends 4 Years Strong, State Champs.
That one.
That's right. I'm going to that one.
Nice. Yeah.
I think we'll probably go to that one, maybe.
I mean, 4 Years Strong, if anything.
Well, definitely.
And then let's see.
Motion City, that's next year.
Yeah, that's next
Motion City.
And then let's see, we got I'm just going to look at my calendar because this is
also word of the wise. When you're researching, I was just saying when Mom Jeans was actually going to be coming here. Don't Google search Mom Jeans.
I feel like mom jeans is a specific preference I have. Let's see.
Yeah.
We got the bled. Oh, the front bottoms. They're coming.
Oh, from yeah, they are coming.
AJJ,
Uh-huh.
Knocked Loose, August Burns Red.
Kill Switch is supposed to be rescheduling all of their dates too, but I'm still waiting because I bought mine. I think the end of 2019. They canceled in March and haven't rescheduled yet, so I'm still waiting for that one.
So that's me with Between the Buried and Me. So in 2019, so June of 2020. Between the Buried and Me was doing an evening with Between the Buried and Me at Crescent Ballroom. And I was like, yes, please. And they went on sale fall of 2019, bought the tickets, then forgot about them because it was so far away. And then COVID happened. You might have heard about it. And then
little thing.
Yeah, this little thing called COVID-19 happened. And then I kept re-remembering. I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go to Between the Buried and Me. Never heard anything from the venue, never got a refund, nothing. And I was like, well, that's weird. Then cut to sometime in like May or June, I get an email from Crescent and they're like, hey, the Between the Buried and Me show has been rescheduled to September 4th, the day before your birthday. They didn't say that. They didn't know, but it was very important to me, so I'm really excited about that. So I understand about the Kill Switch tickets.
But I think the Kill Switch one is getting rescheduled for spring. I think I saw the update because Kill Switch is going on that Slipknot tour. With Fever.
I'm trying to see who else is coming. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And I just hate how they're all like all the big ones. They're like, oh, September, October, November.
No, it's
2022.
It's fall season. Yeah.
There's so many bands who haven't even announced tours yet.
Yeah, and there's there's ones. So the big one for me that I'm like hoping gets rescheduled is Future Teens and Spanish Love Songs. Check it out if you have not. Both of them are coming on tour, and I just got into them. And then this little thing called COVID-19 happened.
What?
And so then that was gone. So I'm hoping they reschedule and they do that tour again, because that was one of the ones I was most excited for. So, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot of stuff on the docket there. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't think where I live here, I mean, it's not as big of a hotbed as Phoenix is, just because of the population difference. But dude, there's some really cool stuff like AJJ. They're always in small venues anyways. For those listening, that's Andrew Jackson Jihad. Random side note, one of the ladies I work with, like, she's this like weird plant lady. She's cool though. Like, she describes herself as a weird plant lady. Hopefully she's not listening to this.
Is it poison ivy?
Basically. So she had like a bunch of hardcore punk stickers on the back of her, I think her Honda Element, and she had, I think, like the Casualties, I mean, the Ramones, not really hardcore, but like the Misfits, like horror punk, that she had like Charged GBH, like all those all those freaking bands. And then like right in the dead center.
Wait, is it a Holy Bread sticker?
God,
no.
Man,
it should be though. I should just slap one on there. It was an Andrew Jackson Jihad sticker.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, she's like, oh, I brought it up. Oh, you know AJJ? And she's like, you know AJJ? I'm like, yeah, they're kind of my age.
Yeah, they're
not your age. And she's like, we should go. And she's like 50. And I'm like, no, I may or may not be there.
Punk never dies.
Punk never dies.
I mean, she's this old. She's Jewish. Okay, mind you, she's Jewish, old school punk lady from, I think she's from Long Island. And so like she went to see the Ramones in a basement.
That's awesome.
Yeah, back when they were all alive.
Like, I didn't realize that at first, and then I'm like, okay, I'd happily go with you because you're a nice lady and you're secretly hardcore.
Yeah.
And Poison Ivy. So yeah, dude, I was thinking about a lot of the stuff we did. Like, you brought up the Gold Beast at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, R.I.P. Go on,
dude. Yeah, I don't even know what happened to it after that. Like when we're driving to Warped Tour, it caught on fire. We pulled off on at that Circle K parking lot.
Mhm.
My dad first off was pissed that it
Mhm.
freaking even happened.
You woke him up, I think. I
I
think that's part of why he was mad.
something, yeah. He had been working all day or something like that, or all night. And I called him. He was pissed. He's like, all right, just leave it there. And then what did we do? We didn't we hitch a taxi, get a ride from somebody else? Was it your mom or somebody else driving there?
That never would have happened. It was so I think
It wasn't me. I was already at work.
no, I know, yeah.
Yeah, you were.
I don't know how we might have gotten a taxi.
I think we did, yeah.
I'm genuinely
But
not
how,
sure.
didn't you have to be 18 to get a taxi at that time?
Possibly, but I'm trying to think if maybe someone else picked us up.
I can't remember. It's so fuzzy. It was so long because that was like
Wait, did we take separate cars?
No, because you guys came together.
No, didn't we go back to my house and my mom dropped us off? Like
That
I called
might
my
be
mom.
it.
I called my mom and she came and picked us
I
up.
think that might have been it. Yeah.
I'm still so sorry about that.
Oh yeah, no, it's not your fault.
I mean, you got to see Gym Class Heroes cover Lamb of God. So
Dude,
Yeah,
even
that
Katy
is.
Katy Perry was at that Warped.
I was
Sure.
just talking about that with someone yesterday, and I'm still upset that, like, because you and me were walking by because I had not heard, like, it was the summer that I Kissed a Girl came out.
I Kissed a Girl.
But I hadn't heard it yet really on the radio because it like just dropped.
Right.
But you were always on top of like songs and like new releases and stuff like that. Like I remember you played me Paper Planes before it ever like.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was our jam.
Yeah, no, I remember that and what's it called I think Solidarity by Enter Shikari.
Yeah,
I think was like another one. But anyway, but yeah, you were always on top of the music and stuff like that. But yeah, Katy Perry, like we just like walked by and she was standing out front of her booth, just kind of hanging out. And like we knew who she was.
And there was a small line too. Like it wasn't even a big line, right?
If I don't remember a line. I think she was literally just hanging
waiting
out
for people to come to see her.
Yeah, come to talk to her. But we were on the way, I think, to see Gym Class do their acoustic set.
Yeah, that's right. Which was also really cool.
Yeah, well, then there was like the dust storm, and then the power went out, and then they did really acoustic. But we walked by Katy Perry, and I'm just like looking back. I'm like, why didn't I talk to you? Why didn't I get a photo, say hi, anything? And then you
give them your digits. Or like, give her your digits.
Yeah, dude. Like my life would be totally different if I would have introduced
Russell
her.
Brand, who never would have been a thing. It would have been me and Katy Perry. It would have been me and her riding on top of that lion in the Super Bowl, the greatest Super Bowl halftime performance of all time, and just singing Roar. It would have been amazing.
On top of the Megazord.
Yeah, no, but I didn't say anything to Katy Perry because I didn't really.
No, dude. Yeah, I remember walking by that freaking booth and just thinking we should go introduce ourselves. But we were on to a bunch of different like smaller stages, and dude, we didn't even think about it. Didn't even think like, what's everybody lining up for?
I'm positive that we were on our way, like we were rushing to get to
Gym Class Heroes.
Yeah, because it was just like a little tent.
That little white tent.
They were like big then, and so we because it was 08, and so no,
that was before they like made their crossover with or did their collaboration with Fall Out Boy, right before they did that. And so and they did the one song that I remember most from that acoustic set was it Right On?
Is it the one with the sunglasses?
Let me think, hold on, I'm trying to think here because I'm gonna look it up because I just can't.
I'm gonna look up this
On My Own Time. Yeah, it's called On My Own Time. It's from their As Cruel as School Children.
Yeah,
Gosh,
as
hard
cool
to say.
as school children. Yeah.
As cool as school
children.
Yeah, that one. And I have that video saved somewhere, but I can't find it. And I know you have tons of pictures from all that stuff too.
They're all on my MySpace.
Dude, R.I.P. It's not even MySpace anymore.
I tried I think last year or the year before to like recover everything. It's gone.
It's probably for the best.
It's gone. Well, you're just saying that because there's a picture of you and a dress on there. But
so for the best.
But unfortunately.
Half the bands from 08, by the way, are definitely not as big as they were or have broken up. that
Right.
played that year, which
Although-
is like
Although
bad.
one of the bands that I've seen actually lately is Attack Attack. They actually had a song that came up not too long ago.
I heard part of it.
Yeah,
I
they're,
was like,
they're coming back, but it's just the
Bra-
drummer.
Bra-
player or
Brachy
something?
Brachyura Bombshell. Check it out. It's good.
yeah.
Brachyura Bombshell. It's a good song. I mean, it's not even the same band anymore, really.
Well,
But
it's kind of like this is another missed opportunity. But how Woe Is Me is no one originals in the band.
No one's in
yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, not anymore. But they sold a shirt. It was at the Uniondale, New York Warped Tour, and it was a shirt that said "I used to be in Woe Is Me." Wish I would have gotten it. What a great shirt! But
Oh, it was me. Jeez. Yeah, so many good bands have just died
by the wayside, yeah.
by the wayside. Just
put out
didn't
bad
continue.
albums.
Yeah, Sam's sad about Metro Station, huh, Sam?
I mean, Shake It.
He's still
It's a classic.
he's still a big Trace Cyrus fan, and he's planning on getting matching face tattoos.
It's just the same face.
The same face tattoos.
I mean, Trace Cyrus is really just Ronnie Radke.
I've never seen both
guess.
of them in the same room.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah.
No, they're two sides of the same coin that you
Basically.
found in the gutter. Just, ugh,
Yeah.
no, thank
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming up, a lot of cool albums. I mean, at least people during COVID, bands during COVID have been producing decent music, and it's because they had time to do it. Did you guys ever look up Bill Murray? I think I mentioned it to you once.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah,
band.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I found them on my own, but then you said
Yeah.
that to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill Murray. Like,
That's
I
good
didn't know
stuff.
he was the guitarist and the screamer for Attack Attack, the original Attack Attack.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
News to
he
me.
did the first two albums.
Okay.
Yeah. What's his
Or-
name again? I forgot his actual name.
I want to say Johnny, but I could.
Johnny, maybe. Yeah. I have a
Yeah, you're
computer right in
saying-
I
front of me.
haven't
Let me
heard the
look.
new Beartooth yet. It's on my.
New
It's
Bear
good.
Tooth
I
is
heard-
really good.
I
It's
heard
good.
good things.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, but Bill Murray just came out with a new album. It's called Eggy Pocket.
Okay.
Awesome. It's got
I'll
some
check it
bangers.
out for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't know
Another
when he's
band-
going to be going on tour though. So what you're
Yeah,
saying?
right.
Sorry.
That's always the worst when people just drop stuff and they don't play live shows.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a
Um,
real bummer.
But yeah, no, a band. I don't know if you've listened to them, Buried Alive. But like,
Yes.
okay, yeah, they're about to drop their new.
It's like a
It's
husband
great.
and wife duo, right?
Yeah.
No, wait,
yeah.
isn't that Spirit Box? That's husband and wife?
No,
Or are
well,
they
they might
two?
be. They might also be husband and wife, but no. Buried Alive. Yeah,
Buried
it's
Alive.
like they're. Yeah, I think they're husband and wife.
Yeah. Princess Blanket's like a really good song.
Yeah, Blood Orange is my
Yeah.
my go-to. But so they're about to drop them. So you mentioned bands and stuff, writing stuff in quarantine. The one I'm all for it, and I'm happy to get new music and have people work on stuff. And just the one thing I don't want, that I'm fearful of from both movies, TV, and music, is
The quarantine
I
record.
don't want anything referencing quarantine. I don't want to
Oh,
see
no.
TV shows about quarantine. I don't want to see movies about like, please, it was a bad time and I don't want to remember it. And the only thing that got it right was Superstore.
Uh-huh.
And the season that they had where they're the essential workers and stuff, like that it was perfectly done, but that's it. I don't need to hear songs about quarantine.
The Blink 182 song was fine.
It was okay. Yeah.
I mean, as far as quarantine
Okay,
songs go.
well, no, I was gonna say, as far as quarantine songs go, it would be Canadian softball. Their two songs that they had, the Plandemic, which is the Knock Loose parody, and then there's the Socially Distanced, which is kind of like just a general like Midwest emo kind of parody. Those ones were fine about the pandemic, but like I do not need an album from anybody about it. I don't need like some band the album will be called like Songs from the Inside or something like that. Just something like that,
Yeah,
like that level
subtle.
of, like
Same with
lazy.
like the live streams.
Uh-huh.
I've only watched a few, but I would see clips, and so many of them just looked boring.
They're
Like,
boring.
just Yeah,
I've done a couple of them. They're terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I did
Not
the
the same.
Jimmy Eat World. Those were okay. Every Time I Die was the best because they like had stand up in it.
Yeah,
and,
they had like
bits.
sketches and yeah,
Mhm.
just little bits, and it was broken up, and then they play songs or whatever. Yeah, there's a few. Like, I mean, if no one's around, like I feel like you could just up the production value and just go wild. But
I heard the Under Earth one was good. I did not see it. A lot of people hyped that one up.
Yeah. Actually, if quarantine albums are not your thing, dude, you would hate the Chromeo album. I don't know if you've heard of them at all. Chromeo. It's called Quarantine Casanova. Literally every song is like, the first one's Clorox Wipe, 2 is 6 Feet Away,
like,
3 is Stay in Bed.
You're getting so upset.
like I'm just it's
Yeah,
not
just listen. Like I just see you visually getting upset.
like I get it. And my thing, it's how I felt about SNL during the Trump presidency. You're not trying, you're just
going for the easy laugh.
regurgitating.
Low hanging fruit, and it's just.
I mean, it was cool for the first like year, 6 months maybe.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like
with any comedy sketch, I don't know.
Yeah, no. So the with the music and stuff like that, like I'm okay if like a band uses this time, like, and they go through stuff and they put that on the record kind of thing. Like the best version of this is if you've watched Bo Burnham's Inside, one of the most poignant specials I've seen ever. It's phenomenal. It's hilarious. Poignant, yes. A word you don't know. And
come out here with the big words.
Yeah, the words you don't know. And then hold on, spell poignant.
I don't
yeah,
know
please do so. Spell poignant.
Yeah, no, he can't. And so
I would fail so hard.
You absolutely would. So but yeah, just it did the job of like showing what they went through and like the descent into madness essentially, but also like there's like rays of hope, there's still comedy, there's truth in it, and it's incredible. But like I want to see like that level from TV shows, from movies, from music, you know what I mean? I don't want it to just be like, you know, some horror movie, it's like don't go outside. And it's, you know, or what was
well, we already have a movie called Quarantine.
Well, yeah, but that's from a while ago.
Yeah, I know.
No, there was the movie, the Michael Bay produced movie that came out, Songbird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
It's COVID 23 or something like that. Yeah, they made it. It was like a thriller that nobody
wild
saw.
variant that came into the country, or I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just like, and it did horribly. And it's like, bad timing. Don't release it when we're still in it. But also, it's just like, even like years from now.
Well, luckily, most bands are sitting on albums that they already made.
Yeah, so and they just haven't dropped it because of, you know,
right.
Same with like movies, like a bunch of the movies that are coming out. You know, like you got Black Widow, you had F9, the Fast Saga,
Quiet Place 2.
These were all made and just sat on for a while because, you know, they were waiting to release them. Some got released, you know, simultaneously on HBO Max or like Amazon Prime Video, but you know, the movie's coming back in a big way, and it's been the summer blockbuster is back.
It's back.
Essentially, F9, you know, breaking a bunch of records. It's all about family, you know.
It's all about family.
All about family. Yeah. So, are there? So, I guess you've kind of told me all your goals for the podcasts, like that you want. I mean, are there other projects you guys are working on besides that? I mean, do you guys want to eventually like do some like I guess my experiment obviously is video element, seeing how that's going to go. I mean, are you planning on doing anything? And
we've considered video.
We've considered video.
Granted,
we've considered merch.
Merch is always up there for us. As far as video, like we talk about it, but it's like we don't have enough of a visual element that we use so we have, if you've listened to the podcast, we have our seat wheel that we use where we spin the wheel and it determines like, you know, what the movies, if we were going to remake the movie as a reboot or, you know, for a knockoff or porn parody, any of these. But if we had a video element, we would have a physical wheel that I would love to build. But that's about
awesome.
it.
We've started talking about opening up a bar.
You started talking about opening up a movie themed bar, and every possible. I'm telling him, it's all in the name.
We're working on names. It's hard to find a good name.
It's hard when you're the one working on the name.
You have given zero.
Any ideas?
I've given enough suggestions, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
So,
well,
for you, I'll pose you the question, Don. If you had a movie themed bar, and we like played movies, all the time, so movie posters. You know what I mean? Like, well, what would you call it?
I don't know, rated G. I don't know, dude. I've never been good at that.
It's hard.
Rated G.
But
it's different. It's different though.
I still like the Blue Rabbit.
But no one's gonna get it. No one's gonna get the reference.
That's fine. It's just a cool name.
Rated G, or like on the reel. I don't know. Go like old school, film camera stuff, like terminology. That'd be cool.
I think I said the one I'm attached to the most right now, which again is very tentative. I think is just the silver screen.
The silver screen. Oh, that's good. It's simple. It could be classy. There could be rooms where you just have, like, you have to dress up to be in those rooms of the bar. I don't know.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But so that's one of the projects he's most recently come up with.
Okay.
Occasionally, I try to write my unfinished book. Haven't gone far.
Yeah, he's working on a book.
Really cool. What can you tell me what it's about, or title?
So there's technically 3. The Thrill of the Chase.
Okay.
So it's basically like an old school guy lives his life, meets girl, gets caught up in like conspiracy theories. The government's out to get him, basically. Like, if you ever saw any of like the old Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder movies where they always get like mistaken for criminals and have to like prove their innocence, it's like one of those.
Okay.
But I decided it's easier to write a book than make a movie, because I don't think anyone wants to give me like millions of dollars.
Because you can write a book that gets turned into a movie.
Yes,
that's true.
A way to do it. Yeah.
Right?
Or a foreign knockoff.
Or a foreign knockoff.
Yeah.
I'm fine with either.
Porn parody.
The Chinese made one of my movies. There's literally 1 billion people that would go see it.
Do you think you guys will keep that wheel idea like throughout all of your podcasts, and like maybe change up, or like the series, and then you'll keep it for each series, but you'll change the topics?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's really easy to make the wheel. There's like a wheel generator website.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a digital one.
Yeah. But let's see what else we got going on. I keep toying around with the idea of doing a Christmas movie podcast, only Christmas movies, but like
Hallmark ones,
like
old school, like 40s 50s era.
Just every Christmas movie ever. Obviously, you'll have like the big hits, like your Jingle
Santa
All the Way,
Claus,
your Die Hards, Elf, A Christmas Story, but just every sort of anything Christmas movie. Just there's so many.
So wait, like Christmas can just be in the background, like Lethal Weapon.
The Christmas movie podcast. That's something that I've been toying around with. Just reviewing, just all the Lifetime ones, the Netflix original, the Hulu original, like just
obscure ones on Netflix, maybe.
Yeah, just all of it. And so I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be cool.
Let's see.
Christmas podcast, and then let's see. So Christmas podcast, and then you said merch. Like, what kind of merch are you guys thinking? Because I would love to buy your merch.
T-shirts,
stickers, stuff like that. But Sam's favorites that he references a bunch is John McCain, or Norm Macdonald is the John McCain of comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody knows what it means.
There was one in the Clifford episode that I'm like, about the older something is.
That's, if you want to talk about your theory, that's
my theory was the older something is, the higher chances that someone's had sex on it.
That wasn't that.
Okay. That's true. So yeah,
So
Sam, so you said you have ideas for, you kind of cut out before, but you for the merch, you're
yeah,
looking
really
at what?
just t-shirts. Like I had one idea where just had Lost in Blockbuster and had like the old school like film reels and all that stuff, like the old school camera, and then doing like black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Then the idea of like trying to get a bunch of quotes and just putting them on, which I feel like
Dude.
the quotes would be good branding because if you just
Oh,
see
yeah.
a quote,
Like
people
quotes from movies or quotes from you guys?
quotes from us. Because I feel like if you just see a random quote from us and then you were like, okay, I gotta find what this Lost in Blockbuster is about.
Or you could have like Sam, episode 10.
Yeah, Sam episode 10.
Episode 10, like whatever that or the show or the movie was or whatever. That'd be cool. Dude, I would totally buy that.
I think at one point I got created as a website because I had this idea of like writing about like other things related to movies that just weren't kids related, like writing like think pieces on different like genres or different like directors or actors.
I remember you sent me a copy of this essay that you're writing saying how Kevin Spacey's acting outweighs all of the things
No,
he did.
he is not the dude I'd give a pass to.
Yeah, you said
Kevin
Spacey was so good in Baby Driver that it forgives everything he did the first time. And then American Beauty, you said, gives him a pass for the rest of his life.
That's a hard movie to watch now.
That
all
is
this Kevin Spacey, like that's the one that makes you cringe.
Oof.
Yeah.
But this
Kevin
new
Spacey.
one that he's making right now of him being a cop who hunts down pedophiles, I'm on board for. I will definitely watch it
That's cool.
because that is going to be cringy.
Yeah, it's ironic. So
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think we've kind of hit our time. Guys, I appreciate you just wanting to do this. I will definitely have to do it again. I'll have to jump on your podcast. Chances are I'll probably be in Arizona later this year, just because it's been a while and I haven't seen anybody for a long time. So, but yeah, anything you want to plug before the end of the episode, like Instagram, Facebook? Do you want to, whatever you want?
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, Lost in Blockbuster. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then same Facebook, Instagram, Lost in Blockbuster.
I think you can listen to the old episodes on SoundCloud if you are a SoundCloud person.
Yeah, check out the SoundCloud one because then you can see all my comments.
Yeah.
For those
One thing I do miss
listening.
about the SoundCloud was having an individual photo for each episode.
Yeah, you had fun with that.
I did have fun with that, but
Yeah.
we're professionals now.
Yeah, we'll have 2 new episodes coming soon
Mhm.
and more on the way.
Heck yeah. Cool. Well, yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having
Good
us.
talking to you.
Yeah, you too. You too.
We'll definitely
Yeah.
have you on when you come into town.
Yeah, no, definitely. If hit us up individually,
Yeah.
or we can both come on at the same time, or one at a time.
It doesn't matter.
gladly
It doesn't
come
matter.
back.
No, that'd be cool. And then I can actually bring my setup here. It's actually fairly portable. So it's I have my camera set up, all this stuff here. So yeah. So for those watching or listening on Spotify, Stitcher, wherever, be sure to check these guys out. They're on pretty much every platform. Lost in Blockbuster. You have Sam and Matan here. It's been good having you guys. But yeah, that's going to be into this episode. I will talk to you guys later.
Later.
See ya. Free Cosby.
Free Cosby.